We are in a different location, but same the situation. Yeah, different barbershop. Yeah, what's this one called?
The Gentleman Fox.
The Gentleman Fox. But you know what? Well, let's give shout out to Dream Cuts in Leeds as well.
Nobody cares about them now.
No, yeah.
We're here, baby.
We're here now. This is Gentleman Fox.
The Gentleman Fox
in Sheffield.
The Saudis have taken over at Newcastle now, and because it's his fellow Arabs, he's decided he's a Newcastle supporter all of a sudden. And let's not forget, you and Abdi. Abdi's decided to join the Saudis as well. He's come in dressed just like him today. My God.
Abdi, come in the shop, man. Come on.
Just show us the drip.
Show us the drip.
Show us the drip, bro.
The drip.
We know you're supporting Newcastle now. Have you seen the Newcastle fans as well?
Mashallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome.
Sheikh Abdi is in the building.
Abdi is in the house all the way from Saudi.
All the way from Saudi. But let's be real. There's no Newcastle badge here. I just like this t-shirt. Yes, I like playing in this t-shirt. That's all.
He's going to say, the next thing you're going to hear him say is, I've had this t-shirt for years. Before the Saudis were going to buy Newcastle, I've always liked the black and white stripes. That what you were going to say?
Yeah, right. What do you think?
I think it's amazing for the Prem.
Yeah?
I would rather that the Saudis bought a team in England rather than in any other league to make that league even better. And I'm happy for Newcastle as a city as well, to be honest, because they're going to pump money into that city now.
Did you see everyone celebrating
outside
the stadium?
The way they were dressed, the way they were dancing.
Like Saudi shiuk, with the speakers and with the drink in their hand.
I didn't even know you could buy... First of all, I didn't even know you could buy a thobe in Newcastle, first of all. Let me just put it out there now.
Can I just say something, though? Can I say this?
Say whatever you want.
They picked the wrong city.
Why?
It's the right club, but the wrong city.
Okay, I know you don't like it.
No, I love Newcastle. I love going there for the day or even stay a night or two.
I like Newcastle.
Great place.
I love the people as well.
Yeah, the people are great. But all they've got is literally like the bridge, the art gallery next to the bridge, the Gateshead little athletics indoor thing. Yeah. That's it. And the river. The city outside that is dead. They could have bought Leeds United
the fans are scum. The fans are horrible people.
Yeah, but they would have done the same thing. They would have sold out.
But Newcastle fans are nice people, lovely people.
You know what? I live in Leeds.
They've got a better reputation.
I live in Leeds.
You have to agree.
I prefer the Newcastle fans over the Leeds fans. So you know what?
It's not even a discussion.
Let me rewind.
Yeah.
Forget Leeds.
Forget Leeds.
Forget the Leeds fans. You don't deserve it.
But there were other Premier League clubs could have bought.
But you know what? When people say, oh, they deserve it. The Newcastle fans deserve it. What do they deserve? What have they done?
Okay, they've had a tyrant that's been in charge of their club.
What a G.
He's an absolute tyrant.
Smashed it.
No, he's like,
absolutely killed it.
He's made so much money from that club.
He's made like 170 million on the sale.
That guy.
You know what he said? You know what he had the cheek to say?
What?
I had bigger offers, but I did the best thing for the city and for the club.
The guy cares for no one.
He cares for
only himself.
Pocket.
That's it.
You know what, Mike Ashley? We're just hating, innit? You smashed life.
We hate him, but you have to give him his respect as well because that guy is a money maker.
Yeah, he knows how to make money.
The fat cat.
Yes, mashallah. May Allah bless him. May Allah guide him. As some might say, yeah? Let's leave him to it, innit?
And on that note, all I want to say is this, right?
Go on.
Have you heard of Regent's Park Mosque in London?
Oh, yeah.
You have, yeah?
Yeah, it's nice.
Have you been there? It's a nice mosque, isn't it? Right, there's now going to be a St. James's Park Mosque.
Yeah.
After the Saudis are bringing one in.
Yes, they're going to stop for the adhan during the match. They're going to bring the adhan live feed from Mecca.
That's right. So we're talking about the top 10 forwards, strict forwards, strikers. Yeah. That's your position. You're a striker. No, I'm not talking about the winger become a striker or a midfielder that has become a forward and started scoring lots of goals. No, the guy who's always been a striker from the beginning. He's a striker. He's always been a killer going forward. Yes. We're talking about them guys.
Them guys. And you're picking 10 now, which we've mentioned about 6.
I'll go in my order. Yeah. Or shall I go from 10 to 1?
So I'll go 10 from to 1.
10 to 1.
But at the end of this episode, we need to agree on if you were to pick one for your team that you're building at their prime, who's it going to be? So we're going to have a debate and basically like weed out
they're all great. They're all great. They've all done.
Just weed out the ones who are just not the one.
Yeah. They're not.
We're looking for the one.
Yeah. So number 10.
Yes.
Andrew Cole, an excellent player. Yeah?
Fantastic.
Number 9, Suarez, another excellent player. Maybe some would argue he should have been higher up the list.
Of course, yes, of course.
But he didn't win the Prem. And I'm not including anything he's done after he's left the Prem. This is just the bits in the Prem.
Andy Cole, by the way, 187 goals. And Luis Suarez was, I think, not as many in the Prem.
Not as many.
Not as many in the Prem.
Not as many.
We looked at Suarez was 89, was it?
He's nowhere near it.
Oh, no, 69. 60. But you know what his goal to game ratio was?
No.
1.59.
That's very good.
Yeah, the best on the list was 1.47, and we'll come to that soon. So his goal to game ratio is one of the best.
So number 10, Andy Cole. Number 9,
Louis
Suarez. Number 8, Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, number 8.
Number 7,
166 Premier League goals.
Yeah.
1.5 goal to game ratio. He's almost the best. Almost.
Number 7, Didier Drogba.
Didier! What a player.
Love Didier Drogba.
What a player. What a player.
Next level.
You know what?
A beast.
Yeah.
Absolute beast.
He's one of
Right now in the Prem, he would be killing it.
Okay.
He would be killing it right now.
Of course he would. And I mentioned, I think it's 104 Premier League goals as well. Yeah. In his time, in his 254 games, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
Amazing.
Amazing stuff as well.
Number 6, I got Cristiano Ronaldo. This might be a little bit controversial, right?
It's controversial. Yeah. If we're talking about, if we're not talking about his
originally, right? Yeah. He was a winger. I agree.
Yeah.
But he has become a forward.
He's now a forward.
He is a forward. He's been a forward for a good number of years now.
I'm not going to argue against him, but in my mind, the Ronaldo coming back to the Prem now is a very different player.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He is a striker, whereas the Ronaldo back then was the winger.
Yeah.
And obviously he's not been here now again as a striker long enough. And if we're counting the stats of everything he's done in his career, we can count players like Cavani, for example, who scored over 360 career goals. Do you know what I mean? We can count them. I'm not counting them.
You don't have to count them. This is my list.
We're not counting them. Yeah.
This is my list.
But I think it'd be an easy win for him if he counts.
Yeah.
If he counts fully.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Forget about it. He's the one. He's the one.
He's the one, isn't it?
Yeah, he's the one.
Okay.
Van Nistelrooy, number 5, top player.
I can't say anything. I'm a United
Number
fan.
4, Wayne Rooney. You love that guy. I got a lot of respect for Wayne Rooney.
You know where he's going to be on my list.
Highly underrated.
You know where he's going to be on my list. Put it that way.
Number 1, I know.
Yeah. You know where he's going to be on my
Number
list.
3, Sergio Aguero.
Yo, guys, this is Hillsborough, yeah? We are the urban ballers, and urban situations are going down at a different location, as we've already said. Sorry for the disturbance. Let's carry on the episode first. What's going on? You were talking about Sergio Aguero, bro.
Sergio Aguero. Proper baller, you know.
That's it. Look, I think we know where Sergio Aguero, which number is he in your list?
He is number 3 for me.
Number 3.
Yeah.
And the Premier League goals for Mr. Sergio Aguero, 184.
That's very good.
You know what?
Very, very good.
184. It's crazy.
And less time than most of the other players.
Less time. You know his second best games per goal ratio on the list? 1.49.
That is hard.
That's very hard.
That.
You know when it says games per goal as well, you know that means sometimes if he's ever started as a sub, counts as a game as well. It's not minutes per game. This per goal. Sorry,
no, it's when he comes on the pitch.
He's a crazy player.
Top player.
And I think City will always have nobody but Aguero.
They're never going to get.
They've never had anyone as like Aguero. Yeah. They never will have another Aguero.
He finished their highest ever goal scorer.
Yeah, he did, and he's finished as the highest ever foreign goal scorer as well.
Wow.
In the Prem? In the Prem, yeah.
That's amazing.
I think only guys above him are Shearer, Lampard, Rooney, I believe. Is Andy Cole as well? Potentially Andy Cole? Yeah, Andy Cole. No, Andy Cole. He's number 5. Cole got like 3 more goals than him. And then it's Lampard, Rooney, Wayne Shearer.
Wayne Shearer, yeah? Wow.
Alan. We're going to get to Alan in a minute, innit?
Alan's next.
On
my list. Number 2.
Number 2?
He's number 2.
Yo, I thought Alan was number 1.
No, he's number 2.
Okay, top Premier League goal scorer ever. Newcastle player. They're never going to have a player like him.
So it is a Newcastle kit then, because you just went like that. You saw that, innit? Abdi saw that as well. All of you saw that. A minute ago, no, it's not Newcastle. Now...
No, but I'm wearing it as a significant symbol of the fact that we're going to be talking about Newcastle. There's no
fact that you're going to be supporting Newcastle.
Listen, I support Alan Shearer.
Newcastle get relegated this season?
That's funny. They're not going to get relegated this season.
What if they buy Coutinho and a few other players in January?
You're going to buy 3 players in January. Big players. They're going to start.
It's going
to carry
rolling.
They've not
rolling.
got the worst team in the world anyway. They've got St. Maximin. Well, that's it. That's all they've got. Wilson's all right, to be fair, when he's fit.
Yeah.
Couple centre-backs. Cher, and I can't remember who the other one is. But anyway, let's move past Newcastle. So,
after that,
let's talk about the Newcastle legend, Shearer. Go on, and who's next?
Thierry Henry.
Oh, your favourite player. The guy, obviously as a child, you love this guy.
The man.
Is your Arsenal balance? Arsenal bias coming into play here, or is it just?
No, just as an overall player, and how he literally changed the Prem.
I don't know. I can't argue.
Like he scored all kinds of different goals. His strength. It wasn't just he scored running from midfield into. He took players on, put defenders on their arse. He scored tricky goals. He scored back heels. He scored headers, free kicks,
everything.
Pace, you name it,
power, bro. Dribbling ability, passing.
He scored them pretty goals, you know, like with.
He had that nice finish.
Like curl. You know the curl.
He had that
open up his body and just.
You know, Ronaldo Nazario, open up and finish.
And he had power, precision.
You mentioned Van Nistelrooy as well, didn't you?
Van Nistelrooy, yeah.
Their rivalry at one point
was just in the Prem at that time when they were both there and they were both I think Van Nistelrooy was peaking in the Prem. I would like to say he peaked in the Prem.
Yeah.
Because he didn't really do that much after Prem, I don't think.
Yeah. No. Van Nistelrooy is the best.
His numbers in the Prem, he never matched them numbers when he left. So I would say when them two were they were kind of the main strikers in the Prem at that time.
Yeah.
They were quite possibly the best strikers in Europe at that time. They were next level. But even then, Thierry gets you over Van Nistelrooy, don't you think?
And Thierry, how many goals has Thierry got? So Thierry won
175 goals, is it? 174 goals, something like that?
175 and 258 appearances, which makes him the player with the best goal-to-game ratio. 1.47 in the Prem ever.
That's what I was going on.
And he had plenty of assists as well.
74 assists.
74 assists as well.
For a striker.
I think that's I think he's probably the second best on our list.
Yeah.
We're going to have another look to make sure, but I think he's...
Assist-wise, I think he's second best.
Second best. Yeah. And the best goal-to-game ratio...
Yeah. He's a generational player. He can go in any team. In any era.
He had everything.
And he would kill it.
Yeah. He would play today.
You know what Leo Messi said about him? He said when he walked into the dressing room the first time, I was in awe of this guy because of what he did in the Prem.
Wow, he did?
For Messi to say that, bro.
All right, Henry is number one for you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to, I think, earlier in your list, I think there's a few players we haven't mentioned. One for me, who I have to mention, player who's won it all. He's not in my list. Nah, I would put him in the list. He's won it all.
He's not in your top 10?
He's in my top 10. I'm going to get him in.
Go on.
Yeah? I don't know who for in your list. But I'm going to get him in.
Go on.
Olivier Giroud. I think he's the most underrated striker.
No, he is underrated.
In our time.
I agree, he's underrated.
In your top 10?
He's in my top 10.
He's in your top 10?
Olivier Giroud.
So who would you take out of my top 10 for him?
Okay, I wouldn't take out anyone from your top 10 for him. Yeah? No, I'd take out Ronaldo because he doesn't count. There you go. Ronaldo doesn't count, yeah? So take out Ronaldo.
Even Abdi's confused right now.
Abdi, what's going on?
I'm more confused about the Giroud thing, to be honest.
Should I back it? Let me back it up with some stats.
Go on then.
So obviously only scored 90 goals.
Just 90 goals.
28 assists in the Prem.
So he's not even in. No. We're just talking Prem. We're just talking Prem.
Okay, no. I'm gonna draw for the real stats, yeah? So this guy, it doesn't make sense actually. 90 goals. That the Premier League stats that you found, they're a bit dodgy in it, Faz. Yeah, this guy scored for Arsenal 105 goals, 41 assists.
In all competitions.
Yeah, okay. Chelsea, okay, right.
In all competitions.
Yeah, 119, 39 goals for Chelsea.
In all competitions.
Overall, this guy scored 181 goals. Yeah.
While he was in England.
But we're talking about
in various different competitions.
But we're talking about one second. I said, you know what? I'm going to change it. Your stats are misleading. Yeah. If you think about it, though, he went to the World Cup and didn't have a shot, and they won the World Cup. He won the World Cup with him because he brings something else.
No, I agree with that completely.
Olivier Giroud brings something special.
I completely agree with that.
When Chelsea needed a goal in the Champions League last year,
they brought him on.
And he got the goal. Europa
yeah.
League, when they won it the year before, was a top striker.
He was, yeah.
Arsenal, how many times they won the FA Cup because of a Giroud goal?
That's right.
Quarter-final, semi-final, big goal.
But you just named 3 competitions there that weren't the Prem.
All right, okay, yeah.
So
Scorpion kick in the Prem. All right, you know what? All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I'm not backing it like that. You know why? Actually, I don't love him like that.
You're fluffer.
I'm fluffing.
You're fluffing
I'm
now.
fluffing. No, but why? I just think he's so underrated. Like having a player like Giroud who can come on off the bench, change a game, score like just route one, get it in the air.
He's very strong.
Very strong.
Very strong.
Or let him hold it up.
But would you argue in some big games he used to go missing?
I would argue some games are not for Giroud. He's not fast. You know, he's not. You know, the modern game is not for him. But what I would say is, as a second striker, as a second option, it's probably the best the Prem's ever seen. Or since then, in my time of watching the Prem. You know, there's been, Ole Solskjaer's got that name. I know I told you.
So you mentioned him, but
Chicharito's got that name.
Yeah.
But I would love to, like we used to use Fellaini at one point.
Yeah.
Man used to use Fellaini. And Giroud was unwanted by Chelsea. And I'm thinking, like, why don't you just buy him as a plan B? Rashford's not doing it, popping. Get this guy on the pitch. That's, and he's been that player for Chelsea and helped them win a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is a footballer. He is a baller, but he's not in the top 10 of strikers in the Prem.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad you agree. So it was pointless.
All right, let me mention.
Okay, mention someone else.
A couple of names, right? One I'm going to mention, we need to look at the list again.
Go on.
Michael Owen, only player of those to win a Ballon d'Or. And it's not Ballon d'Or, by the way, pal. Not Ballon d'Or.
Why were you saying it Dior earlier?
You were saying Dior, pal,
Guy,
right?
man.
Yeah, was he not saying Dior?
Guy thinks he's cultured.
What was he saying?
Ballon d'Or, yeah.
Why do you not like taking my side?
Why are you like?
What are you taking these?
Ballon d'Or. I'm up in all the scores.
Oh,
Is that you?
my
All right.
God.
150 goals. Yo, Michael Owen played till he was 25, didn't he? Something like that in the Premier League.
In the Premier League.
Man, only one to win a Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honourable mention. Would he get in ahead of any of those guys? I think he would. For me, probably get in ahead of Andy Cole. Man U fan I am, but I haven't seen Cole. I haven't seen enough of him. I'm going to have to get rid of him. Would he get in ahead of Suarez just because he didn't play in the Prem that long? No, I think he's that good.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's getting in my top 10
He's in
there
your
somewhere.
top 10, yeah?
I think we forgot, I'm not going to get him in, but Defoe as well. I think Defoe, absolute beast. He scored 162 goals in the Prem.
He did well. He did very well in the Prem.
Some of them were with Sunderland, trying to keep him up. Do you know what I mean?
He's played for some teams that have struggled a lot.
Struggled. Did he play for Charlton at one point? I'm not sure if it was at
played for
Charlton.
Charlton. I know he
Obviously
played
Tottenham,
West Ham. Was he at Southampton for a while?
He's been about.
He's been about.
He's been about,
He's
yeah.
at Rangers now.
He's at Rangers now. He's still playing.
He's still playing.
I don't even know how old this guy is, but 162 goals in the Prem, for someone who wasn't in the top clubs.
Yeah. He was a goal scorer.
He was
a goal
did
scorer.
bits.
Yeah.
And carrying, I think there was times with Tottenham, I remember, was just carrying Tottenham through seasons, getting them six.
I remember he had some very good goals.
And he had some top scoring season.
Very good goals he had for them.
Great player.
He was a good player.
I'm still not going to get him in. I don't think he's of that level.
Yeah, he's not on that level. You're right there, he's not on that level.
And the last one is the one that you don't like, the one who played in Hillsborough.
He didn't get to play at Hillsborough, to be honest.
Did he not?
They said he was too skinny.
Did they?
Yeah, they turned him down.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
But he's a fan.
He's a
Wednesday fan.
He's a Wednesday fan, yeah.
He grew up a Wednesday fan.
Yeah.
What idiots.
What idiot.
What an idiot club.
Like, imagine now, if he was with them now, because he's a proper loyal guy, you could tell he's a loyal guy.
Would he have carried them up there? No, he wouldn't.
They'd be in the Prem now.
No, they wouldn't.
They'd be in the Prem now.
Is it that sort of club? Are they Leicester City? Leicester City, come on, man. Done well.
They've got money. Wednesday, they've got money.
Okay.
They've got a rich owner. They've just had silly managers.
Yeah.
Silly managers.
So on the topic of Wednesday, you're not a Wednesday fan, clearly.
No, definitely not.
But you have to get this guy in ahead of someone on your list.
He's not coming in.
In the 10, he has to.
He's not in.
Why?
Just don't like him.
Why do you not like him?
Just don't like him.
He's scored, I think, 120
No,
goals
don't
in
get
the
me
Prem.
wrong. Yeah, he scored 120 goals.
Something like that,
So
right?
what?
It's
But
not about that, though.
You wanted to put Giroud in there, and he's only got 90.
All right. I was just trying to push my luck with him.
But why?
No, because, all right, forget Giroud. We're talking about the Premier League now. To win the Premier League...
You're telling me or you're telling
as
yourself?
a top scorer in the Premier League, 2015 or 16, was it?
That was that season, wasn't it?
That season,
yeah.
right? After, was it the second season? So the season before I scored about 5 goals, just about managed to keep Leicester City up.
They just about saved
The
themselves.
season after that, him and Riyad Mahrez and Kante
were next level.
Took that team. Schmeichel maybe deserves a shout. Probably a lot of them deserve a shout, to be fair.
That whole team played very well.
They played really well. Morgan.
They outplayed themselves to achieve that.
But if it wasn't for Vardy, they're not winning it. Nowhere near. To be fair, if it wasn't for... I'd say Kante, Mahrez and Vardy, they were the 3.
That trio right there made it happen.
But since then,
Vardy didn't carry them.
He didn't.
He needed them
No,
to
but
make it
they
happen.
needed him.
Of course.
Bro,
But equally,
by
they-
himself.
He
By
scored-
himself, he'll score goals.
Yeah, he'll score
Just
goals.
launch the ball behind the
he's
defense.
he's got a lot of speed.
That the back four is done. One player, V4, is scoring goals.
But he's not in the top 10.
That achievement, no, winning the Prem with Leicester City, he has to be there.
No, he's not.
It's nearly or on par with the Blackburn Alan Shearer one.
No way.
It has to be.
No way.
Has to be. That's what we're talking about.
No, it's not.
The significance
No,
of that
it's not.
moment.
Because look at Alan Shearer's goals.
So who's your top 10? Name me someone who's a bit risky in that. Who's risky? Who's got
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo?
So you're telling me Vardy is better than Ronaldo in my top 10?
Right, Vardy's
Held
in
to
ahead
the-
of Ronaldo.
No
Doesn't
way.
count. I told you it doesn't count.
No, it doesn't count for you.
Michael Owen ahead of
Andy Cole.
Andy Cole.
I'll have that, no problem.
Vardy ahead
No
of...
way.
Yeah.
Not number 6 in the Prem.
Not number 6. He goes in somewhere. Vardy ahead of Ronaldo because it just doesn't count. And then I'm just gonna mention that name out there. Love him to bits.
Who?
Robin van Persie. What a player! And I'm gonna put him in ahead of Ruud van Nistelrooy, just because he scored more goals in the Prem.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
He was around more in the Prem.
Okay.
And I just, you know what? I love Ruud van Nistelrooy, but Van Persie could do much more and do what Ruud van Nistelrooy does. In the box,
Yeah.
he's a killer. Outside the box, he's a killer.
The team that Van Nistelrooy had was way better than the team that Van Persie had at Man United.
And won the Prem with.
won the Prem with.
Yeah. And he was loyal to Arsenal for so long as well. Tried to win it with them
Yeah.
and couldn't.
And couldn't.
And then in the end, I think they didn't even want him. I've watched his interview. In
I
the end, they
I
kind of
think
wanted him
they
to go.
wanted him to go.
And he was thinking like,
Why?
I didn't want to. And then in the end, he went
Like,
to Man U.
That's what happened, yeah.
And what a season he had. But it's not just about that. It's just what a
Because
class player.
some of the goals he scored for Man U that season as well.
And you know, with that being said, I remember the season after Moyes' season, he was playing on the bench. Moyes wasn't even starting him every game.
Couldn't understand that.
And against Real Madrid, he came on. And I remember watching how quality he is. He started getting the ball
Yeah.
and holding it on the wing or something, dribbling past players, keeping it up.
Yeah.
And he changed. I watched him change the game at that age as well. And that's when I realised this player is just super special.
Yeah.
Whereas Van Nistelrooy, he's a super special player, just in the box. Apart from the goal against Fulham,
He didn't have much pace, did he?
apart from the goal against Fulham where he ran it from the halfway line, which was a fantastic goal.
Fulham were very slow back then.
Yeah,
They were very, very like, oh yeah, all right, then I'll try sprinting. That was it. That's why he looked so good in that goal. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
If you watch that goal now, it was like everybody else was in slow motion. But they just couldn't.
you know, he's obviously a class player that's dribbling. He knows what he's doing with the ball.
He's in my
whatever.
top 10. He's in my
Yeah,
top
he's
10.
in the top
'cause
10.
He's a top
But
player.
you're okay. You're more okay with RVP over.
Van Nistelrooy, 100%.
Because it was 160 plus goals. It was Van Nistelrooy.
No, like,
had his full career
He
there.
scored spectacular goals.
Amazing goals. That left foot,
Bang.
probably
bang,
the best.
Bang.
Probably
bang.
the best in the Prem.
Ooh,
Probably the
I
best.
don't know about
Of
that.
the strikers, well, there's not many of them are left footed, to be fair, so it doesn't matter actually. It's a non-argument. All right, you mentioned someone earlier. You told me he was better than Didier Drogba.
I said by the time he finishes his career,
Yeah?
his numbers will be better than Drogba's.
So he's on 226 career goals, I believe. Romelu Lukaku, this is.
Yes.
Nearly 500 games in his career.
Yeah.
He's an experienced striker now.
Yeah, very experienced.
But we're talking about a guy like, you know...
I told you I love Didier Drogba.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But by the time he finishes his career at Chelsea, he's going to have way more goals than Didier Drogba. Don't you think?
Well, we know what are the goals. What are the goals now? So you pull out. Didier was on 100 and something, 104, maybe a little more. Lukaku was. You found Lukaku, didn't you?
Lukaku is on right now 116 Premier League goals.
Okay. And how many was Didier's?
You brought Didier's up.
I found
Let's have a
Didier's.
look. Let's have a look here. Didier. Okay.
2,000 years later.
So, right. So we've got there in the end.
Yeah.
So in the Prem, let's
No
just
thanks to
concentrate.
you. In the Prem,
In
like
the Prem.
we said from the start, it's all about the Prem.
No, it's not just about that, because overall, we're looking at someone who's scored nearly a goal every 2 games. Overall in his full career. And then you compare that with Lukaku, who scored a similar amount of goals in his career, but needed another 100 games to do it. So to score a similar amount of goals, and assists-wise, Didier is a bit better. But in the Prem strictly,
Yeah.
we're talking about 104 goals for Didier Drogba.
Yeah.
We're talking about 55 assists for Didier Drogba,
Which is okay.
which is very good, yeah. Lukaku is 35 assists, but won 16 goals already.
Already.
And he's going to score at least 20 more.
And he's going to assist.
30 more, maybe.
At least 40 more. If he's here for the next 4 years.
Well, he might be in it. Or they might get Haaland and then he might get chucked.
I don't think he'll get chucked.
No, he won't get chucked.
I don't think
Imagine
he'll get chucked.
them two playing together.
It's not fair.
It's not.
It's not fair.
It's not at all. It's not at all.
Them two killers.
Look, I love Lukaku. Played at United as well.
Yeah.
His time at West Brom was crazy. His time at Everton, and obviously at Inter as well. Them two are the periods of his career where you're looking at like unstoppable, unplayable. Something happened at United. Something happened.
Antonio Conte at Inter Milan, literally brought the Lukaku from
Everton
back in the day back out again.
Somehow.
I don't know how he did it.
Pulled him out.
Because Man U could have ruined him.
They almost did.
To be honest, they almost did. Yeah, when he left and the way he looked, he was out of shape.
It started to look a bit like that now, isn't it? Not out of shape, but it started to look a bit less sharp.
I don't know,
Chelsea.
He looked good.
He
looked good for Belgium.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You mean in this international break?
Just in this international break.
No, he always looks good for Belgium. Recently, in the Euros, I felt like the guy was carrying Belgium. Whereas they've got Kevin De Bruyne and Hazard, who've carried them for so long. He was the one in the Euros literally playing.
He is a beast.
Beast. Great player. So you're saying,
by the time,
numbers wise,
he's already so I'm correct. He's already
numbers wise. But for me, class wise,
no, Didier was something else.
Class, because we're talking about not only a beast. This
you
guy,
you know what will prove it, right?
Go on.
Before you make this point, the big games in which Lukaku can make a difference.
Yes.
Right? Because sometimes in the Prem, when he was at Man U, when he was at West Brom, he used to go missing in the big games.
Big games, yeah.
Now, if you think about the Champions League games that Didier changed, turned them around, Bayern, Barca. These are big games.
They are.
The difference, if he can start doing that, then we can say, you know what? Yeah, he's on a level with Didier Drogba. But if he doesn't do that in his career, then he'll never be on the same level as Didier. Because not many strikers could do what Didier Drogba did. But he has got the attributes to be able to do it.
He's got the finesse, the bit of finesse that Lukaku's missing. But he's got the full physicality of Lukaku as well.
Yeah.
And that's why, if I'm choosing out of them,
right now,
I'm choosing Didier.
Yeah, Didier, yeah.
He's just, sometimes, you know what? Sometimes Lukaku's got a great touch.
But are you...
Sometimes, one sec.
Are you from a Man U bias point of view saying this?
No, I loved him when he was at Man U.
Okay.
I always wanted to stay.
Okay.
But at Man U, we saw his donkey touch very regularly.
All the time.
However, Didier just never had that. Didier had that class. Didier could dive and do a 10 out of 10 dive and get the free kick. He was like such a beast, but then he just had that extra special.
Yeah, he was very
And
good.
for me, that's where he takes it. And I think with that, I mentioned all the ones that I would have fought to get in there. RVP and Vardy, for me, their achievements. Michael Owen, I would put in my top 10. Ahead of obviously Ronaldo, who I'm not counting as a striker. Ahead of Andy Cole, who I just don't know very well.
Okay.
Obviously Shearer, I don't know very well, but I've seen enough of him. I respect him enough. He's going to stay there and near the top as well. I don't know where the third one comes out. There's just too many good players. But, he's got Ruud van Nistelrooy, RVP for Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
There you go. They were the three I'm taking out. I'm putting them in. But those three are not even coming in the conversation of the player I'm going to pick. So let's move on to that.
Who's going to be your number one?
Now I'm going to take Premier League out of it. Yeah. Now because we've got this, now we've got two top 10s in it.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Premier League out of it because I want to include this player's full career.
Who?
Luis Suarez. Because I want Luis Suarez as a player because I'm picking a player now. It doesn't just have to be about that Premier League form.
Okay.
For me, it's out of Luis Suarez, Wayne Rooney, Thierry Henry, and Alan Shearer. They're the four. Oh no, sorry, and Sergio Aguero. Yeah. They're the top five.
Okay.
I think we would agree, apart from maybe Luis Suarez.
No, on him being in the top five.
Yeah.
This is what I was saying to you before. If you was to include everything he did post Liverpool, it's quite possibly the number one.
The number one. So they're the five.
Yeah.
How do we pick one player? We're including now Suarez's full career.
Full career.
Does he go in ahead of
including Thierry Henry's full career?
Yeah, of course now.
So everybody's full career
now. You're choosing the player who's playing in your top 10.
I would still go Thierry Henry.
Thierry.
Yeah.
He's got everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Suarez had everything though, as well.
He had animosity.
You know where Thierry Henry had like finesse and it was almost like you could listen to opera music while he was playing.
Yeah.
Suarez was like a pit bull. But in his prime,
I call him a rat. He's a rat. You call Jamie Vardy a rat.
Yeah,
but he's a proper ratty player.
Vardy is a rat. You can't call him. That's disrespectful.
No, he bites people, man. He actually physically bites people.
Yeah, I know.
He's a rat.
He's definitely not a rat.
He's a rat.
Just because of his teeth, you're a prick. You know that. You're a top tier prick.
No. The way
I'm not going to let you talk about Suarez like
The way
that.
he plays football is ratty. Like off the ball.
That's Vardy, bro.
It's good. They both got it. It's a great attribute to have as a striker. Honestly.
You've heard it here, lads.
If you want to be a successful striker, if you want to be a successful striker, you've got to be like a rat.
Yeah, I used to play like that.
I hope you're not telling your players that you coach.
You know what? I'm going to start using that term specifically.
Like, you're not a rat, you. Get off the pitch.
You're not ratty enough for me.
You're not ratty enough for me.
All right, look. That off the ball, though, what we're talking about is that just never letting anything go.
Just being aggressive.
Just being
like hounding the players.
Hounding.
Like a little pit bull.
Pit bull. Okay. Better term.
Much better term.
Yeah, so it's just too much. But if we're talking about the best season as well for a player in the Prem, he's up there.
Definitely.
He's up there. But Henry had a season where he had over 20 goals, but over 20 assists in the same season as well. So if we talk about best season, yeah, Henry might even nick that one. But Luis Suarez broke the goal scorer record at that time. He played by himself sometimes. Him and Gerrard were just playing.
It was just them two.
Coutinho and Sterling running around him.
They were just extras.
And Sturridge as well too.
Sturridge was good there.
Yeah, it was great that season. So for me,
So he's your number one.
No, he's not my number one. Still, yeah.
After all that,
I'm fighting you on that. You've got yours is just Henry pure.
It's gonna be Henry.
Yeah. Shearer, we haven't spoken enough about him, but from what I've seen of him is, if the ball's anywhere near the goal
or outside the box as well, you know.
Yeah, he puts his foot through that ball, and it's a banger.
And it stays hit.
Stays hit.
It stays hit.
Obviously, the top Premier League goal scorer of all time. So it's just one of those things where he's very highly respected. I'm still going to say I've not seen enough of him to put him as my one.
Other players that we're speaking about right now, they rate Shearer very, very highly because they know how difficult it is to score that many goals.
And he's not just a numbers guy.
And he did it at Newcastle as well.
Did it at Newcastle.
Who was with him?
Blackburn.
Who was with him?
Yeah.
Alan Smith.
Yeah.
Alan Smith from Leeds. Kieran Dyer that had one leg. Bro, guys that needed wheelchairs were getting assists with him.
Yeah. Just get
Who else? Jermaine Genius.
Now, Genius is a baller.
Jermaine Genius is a commentator now
Yeah.
because of Alan Shearer.
Yeah.
Because of Alan Shearer.
He gave these guys careers.
He's made these guys.
He's made these guys names, mainstays.
In terms of how he's made someone, like, it's like Bill Clinton. What he did with Monica Lewinsky, bro. Like, touched him one time. Go out now.
Famous.
You're famous.
Let me give it to you, innit?
Come on then.
Top assists out of the list.
Yep.
Yeah?
Also the most appearances.
Most appearances. That's a credible thing. That's actually a good stat.
That's what I mean.
Yeah? And second most goals in the Premier League ever.
Yeah.
The guy who played not only as the number 9, played as that number 10 so much. Second player.
Number 10, here,
number
there,
8. Sometimes
everywhere.
even number 6, miserably. Yeah. Failed miserably at number 6, by the way. When he tried to play that Scholesy role, he was all right on the ball. I would describe him as I would describe Pogba, but with a bit more work rate. Him and Fellaini one time played in the midfield for Man U, and that's when I knew it was over. I was like, what's going on? They're both pressing the same ball. Yo, it's done. Him and Fellaini, they're both not midfielders. Yeah, Moyes was playing them two together. I was just like, oh Lord.
But that's how you know Moyes has got no idea.
Yeah, it's just done. I watched it, I was like,
he was just winging it.
This is the best player Man U have ever had, or one of,
Yeah.
And he's just like, for me, the best English player ever, and you're using him like this. Yo, just make him a super sub, let him come on and control the game, play him in a 10, play him where he needs to be played. But under Sir Alex Ferguson, he played left wing, he played wherever you needed him to. And he said one thing whilst he was at Man U, and this is, I believe this. He said, I'm the best in every single position at Man U, including goalkeeper. And he goes, when I go in at training, nobody's crossed past me. And I believe this guy. He had the rattiness or the bulldogness. He had the fitness. He had the pace. He had the dribble. He had the Megs 2014 World Cup playing against Uruguay. The whole team is dead. We had literally Sterling and Rooney playing. And the whole England, all England fans, Rooney's dead. Rooney's this. Rooney's that. He turns up, Megs one guy here, puts Sturridge through.
Didn't he have an injury on his foot at that?
Yeah, he was injured as well. And he's just carrying England by himself so much. This is, for me, and as soon as Ronaldo and Tevez left as well, that's when I realised who he was as a player. He stood up, scored more goals, took us to the Champions League final again. Just incredible. For me, could do everything with a football. Both right and left foot, scored every type of goal. Broke the Man U goal scoring record with a banger free kick. And people still talk about him in a bad way. Yeah?
Are they going to give him a statue?
They should
They're
at
not.
least give him a statue. They're not.
They're not.
Wayne Rooney, man. Like, for me, I swear to God, best English player ever.
Okay.
And I don't think anyone's going to touch him, like, for a while. We're still talking a while. Harry Kane could do it, but he's not going to be a Rooney. You're not going to do it. I've seen Wayne Rooney do this, and that's the best. That's why he's the best player for me.
So who's your number one?
Why I choose him in my team, and this is the last point about him. I've seen Ronaldo's come up, Tevez is gone, someone else is gone in an attack. He wasn't involved in this attack, and the right back gets the ball and starts charging down, and Wayne Rooney just looks and he's thinking, we're in trouble here. From literally at the edge of his box, he's gone all the way back. He's tackled in there, our own corner flag, picked the ball up, hit a nice long ball. He's joined and got onto the end of the attack. Didn't score from it.
Could have done.
But he did similar things for DC United.
And he scored
that goal, that famous goal when he ran back. He was the only player. The keeper was up in the box, tackled the guy. He carries it.
Very tenacious.
Yeah, he's just got everything about him, and he can read the game. So for me,
if you were to pick any one player out of them five, it would be him.
Of course.
Okay.
But and it's not because the other guys are not special. Thierry Henry is too special. Too much class.
Too much sauce.
Too much sauce. Too much vavavoom.
Yeah, too much vavavoom.
However, like I'll end with this. Wayne just doesn't. He's not just one player. You've got him. I think he's like two players. Like he fills someone else's gap as well. When someone else is lacking, he'll pick it up. That's why.
I agree with that.
That's for me. Wayne Rooney.
He was a grafter.
Yeah.
I just think I would still pick Thierry Henry.
I can't disagree with you. I think we're gonna have to end
based upon like. Outside, because now we're talking whole career. He's won the World Cup, he's won the Euros, the Champions League, the Prem, La Liga. So then he's won the Copa del Rey. I think literally a few times while he was there. He won it every single season while he was there. I think the La Liga he won out of 3 out of 4 or 5 years while he was there or whatever. Then the Champions League he won twice at Barcelona. I think, you know what I mean. So I just think he edges it over the others.
Did he win the Ballon d'Or?
He never won the Ballon d'Or.
No, he didn't.
What a player! Like probably the.
No.
You know what?
I can't believe Nedved
won the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did one season. Yeah.
One season he won it.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But you know what? I can't argue with Thierry Henry. Like if you told me who should have won a Ballon d'Or more, I'd say Thierry Henry more than Wayne Rooney, because Wayne Rooney played with Messi and Ronaldo and Kaká. Like they were competing for it and Ronaldinho at that time. Whereas Thierry was in a time where I'd say he should have got a look in.
He should have. But I think, you know what, right? Another thing is this, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist here, but any player that plays in the Prem, they don't really look at the Prem as like a worthy league to like look at a player that's playing in the Prem, the numbers that they're getting in the Prem. They kind of look down on the English league. Maybe it's because they just don't like the UK or Britain or whatever it is. Like they look at the European leagues and think, oh yeah, the players that are playing there, it's a worthier league. Now I don't know if they're going to look at the French league now and think, oh yeah, because Messi's there now. That's all of a sudden now it's the best league in the world.
I think it's going to have to change.
It's going to have to change.
The Ballon d'Or winner's got to come from the Prem now. Like, more. The best.
Surely Salah now he's in the Prem. Like going on how he's been killing it. He's got to have a shout.
If you know, when we're looking at all the stats for the top scorers, he's in there already. He's in those top scores. We just didn't include him in this one because he's not a striker like that.
We're going to do another top 10.
Another top 10
and it's going to be midfielders.
The midfielders, all wingers.
All wingers. Oh, just wingers. There's been so many good attacking wingers.
So many.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to look forward to the next episode. We're going to plan it and we're going to come back
and it's going to be sick.
The next time we have an international break, look forward to that. And I think...
But next week, we're back with the Prem. All praise to the Most High.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. We're gonna look forward to that. But for now, I've got a line. I used to say it before for the Urban Ballers. I'm gonna say it again.
Oh, go for it.
For now, remember, you yourself are an urban baller, and your opinion on the game does matter.
Oh my God.
Like Juan, but not really like Juan, because he doesn't matter anymore at Man U.
Oh, that was good. That was good. That was really good.
Done.
That was really good.
Thank you. Soon.